Madison Square Liquor Mart is where we are. Adriana Barros is who I am with, and she is with the Manitoba beef producers. Nice to have you all back, and we're going to make our third recipe of the show, which is one of my all-time favorites, but I've never had it quite the way you're doing it, and it is a
Manitoba grilled steak and brie sandwich.
A Manitoba steak.
Yes, so it happens to be my favorite as well. So we're gonna get our sirloin tip quick fry steaks seasoned right now. So I have some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on to our steaks here.
Can you just buy them like that?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Okay,
go to your local grocery store and visit with the butcher or whoever's in the meat shop that day, and they're more than happy to cut these like this for you. So I'll get that.
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, could you use other cuts of steak, though? I'm sure you can.
Oh, definitely.
For the type of sandwich you're going to make?
For the type of sandwich, you can definitely use a flank steak or an inside round marinating steak. The only difference with these ones is that they're going to require additional time for marinating. So if you have the time to do it in the morning before work, definitely it's a great alternative.
Just let it sit in there for the day?
Yeah, for 8 to 12 hours, typically, depending on how thick the steaks are. So I'm just going to get the seasoning on the other side here quickly. And then I'm just going to top it with a little bit of canola oil, and that's just going to help tenderize them even further and get everything all mixed up. And I'm using just a freezer bag because it's one of the simplest ways to do it that way. So if you want to
give it a bit of a rub that way.
Give that a rub and bring it to the fridge. I also have some in there that have sat for an hour.
I'll bring those out.
So today we're using a sirloin tip grilling steak. These are fast fry steaks, and they cook in within a minute. So they're really quick to use on a weeknight during your busy times. So another thing I wanted to mention to Jim was that our beef producers of Manitoba do a really great job all year round, and we are the third largest beef producers in Canada.
Really?
So we have the third largest herd, carrying around 12% of the herd volume in our province, which is fantastic.
Something to be proud of?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll get you to slide these onto our grill pan. So like I said, these are gonna cook up with a minute each side. So they're really fast and easy.
That's all?
That's all, yeah. So let's get to making our sandwiches. So here's the fun part. So I have here a ciabatta bun. So we'll get that open here. I'm going to use just some Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard pairs really well with steak, so we're just going to spread that on there.
You can even put it on cold steak.
Yeah.
You have leftovers?
Oh, definitely.
Wonderful.
And it's really good. And then on the bottom, I'm going to be using a sweet honey and basil mayonnaise, and you can get the recipe for this mayonnaise on our new Manitoba beef producers website, which is beefinformed.ca, and it can also be found on the Food Manitoba website at foodmanitoba.ca. So here I have our sauces on there, and that's looking good.
So it's mayo.
That's mayo, a little bit of honey, some fresh basil, salt and pepper. Okay, so here's for the fun toppings. And those look fabulous, really good. So I have some sauteed asparagus. So I'm just going to start layering these together. So I've just sauteed these earlier and sliced them in half just so that they're easy to...
Oh, easier to chew for one thing.
Yeah, to bite into and top them. I have some Anjou pears. I chose this variety just because it holds really well to the heatness of the steak. So I'm going to put some of my pre-made sirloin tip on my sandwich here. Oh, and we're going everywhere.
You're doing a great job. Now, those are words I've rarely heard in my life. This is nice. Oh, and the brie, of course.
All right, so everyone's favorite part, we're going to be topping this with some brie.
You let it sit so the brie melts a little bit?
Yes, definitely. So you're pulling off a warm steak, giving it a slice, and that brie is just going to soften.
Oh,
so we're just going to cover that up, and there you have it.